Brought to you by Penguin. Six Poppies by Lisa Carter. Read by Laura Aikman and Oscar Conlon Murray.
For Andrew, Jack, Alfie and Ted. When you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrow we gave our today. John Maxwell Edmonds.
Prologue. Camp Bastion. Dust had settled in the mesh fabric of my training shoes. The rubber sole, the collar of the heel, my white running socks. Nothing stayed its original colour out here for long. Loose sand, or moon dust as we called it, the powdery, flour-like substance that covered everything in southern Afghanistan. And I mean everything. You could shower twice a day, but it never really went away. Sometimes great threatening clouds of the stuff would scud across the sky, making visibility so bad all military aircraft had to be grounded and the roads in and out of camp closed. But today the sky was a clear blue, and the sun on my back already felt warm, even though it was early still, just gone 6. Half an hour until the start of the camp run. Stretching my arm behind my back, I stared into the distance, looking beyond the perimeter fence and its crown of coiled barbed wire to the fields of poppies, their vivid red flowers waving in the wind. It all looked so serene. No sign of violence or war. No sign of life at all. I could sense him, though, out there somewhere, the enemy, watching, waiting, ready to catch me unawares. A Land Rover screeched to a halt beside me, kicking up a cloud of dust in its wake. Lieutenant Christopher Harris jumped out. "Morning," he said cheerfully. "Just been putting out the direction signs." Taking in the 50 or so fellow runners already gathered at the starting line, he let out an appreciative whistle. "Looks like the most people we've ever had." He loitered awkwardly for a moment, watching me stretch. "Right. Well, better go and warm up myself. See you at the starting line." "Have a good one, sir," I called after him as he walked away. "Sucking up to top brass as usual, I see." Fridge slapped me on the back so hard I lost my balance and stumbled forward. I shoved him back. "You bloody idiot!" We both laughed. It had always been this way between us, an affectionate needling banter of jokes and teasing, ever since we were 8-year-old schoolboys sitting side by side in class. We could make each other laugh until tears rolled down our cheeks. He brandished a blurry black and white photograph in front of my face. "It's a little girl." He stared at the scan in wonder. "A little girl," he said again, but more quietly this time, as if taking in the news for the first time. I thought of 4-year-old Billy, Fridge's dinosaur-obsessed son at home, strong-jawed and blonde like his dad, and pictured a sweet little girl with his wife Angela's flame-coloured curls and serious blue eyes. "Congratulations," I told him. "Congratulations on what?" Squadron asked as he walked towards us, still rubbing sleep from his eyes. He was wearing mismatched socks and a T-shirt that was much too small for his hulking 6'3" frame. "Good morning, my gentlemen friends." Asami, our interpreter, called out from behind him. "And what a very beautiful morning it is." "How can you be so cheerful at this time of the morning?" Squadron groaned, tugging at his T-shirt. "I'm cheerful because I am not the one doing the running." Asami laughed his great booming laugh. "And why is your T-shirt so small?" The others turned up in dribs and drabs. First Jobbo and Caroline, holding hands and deep in conversation. Her long dark hair immaculate as always, braided and pinned neatly on top of her head, like a maid in a Bavarian beer cellar. Then Cherub, with Jenny, the nurse he had just started dating. She laughed at something he said and reached up to kiss him, leaving the bright red imprint of her lips on his cheek. Finally, Danny appeared, throwing a rugby ball back and forth with Sarge, while Sarah, lost in thought, followed closely behind. I noticed she was the only one of us dressed in proper running kit. Expensive-looking training shoes, too. She brushed aside a stray strand of hair that had escaped from her ponytail and tucked it behind her ear.
"Sample complete. Ready to continue?"